Hello and good day everyone. In this video, we will discuss and explain about the inverse matrix. The inverse matrix is defined as a square matrix, which is another matrix where the multiplication of the two matrices results in the identity matrix. Also noted that the identity matrix is a square matrix in which all the elements of the principal diagonal are ones and all other elements are zeros. Initially, we need to make sure the matrix given satisfy the conditions for an invertible matrix. However, if the matrix does not satisfy the conditions, the inverse of matrix does not exist. Thus, we will discuss on the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix and a 3 by 3 matrix. Next, the purpose of this study is that we want to solve the questions related to the inverse matrix with detailed steps and calculations that will be discussed after this.
Here are some properties of the inverse matrix. There are two methods to find the inverse. First, by using formula. Let A equals to matrix A, B, C and D. If A is non-singular, then we have determinant A equals to AD minus BC. Next, to find the adjoint of matrix A, first change the place between the elements A and D. Then, multiply element B and C with negative 1 and we got matrix D, negative B, negative C and A. So, inverse matrix A can be found by multiplying adjoint A with 1 over determinant A. Second method is by using arrow. Firstly, write the SLE into a matrix form AX equals to B. Next, convert the matrix into an augmented matrix. On the right hand side, write the 3 by 3 identity matrix. To form the matrix into matrix identities, we can multiply or divide one row by a non-zero real number. Add a multiple of one row to another row. Interchange two rows. After we have completed the row operations, we can transcribe the result on the right hand side of the vertical as the inverse of the original matrix by itself.
Now let's try to solve some questions regarding the inverse matrix. Solve a question below given that A and B are 2 by 2 square matrices. Find the inverse of matrix A with the inverse of matrix B. Firstly, use the properties of the inverse matrix. So we just have to find the inverse of matrix A with matrix B. Next, find the inverse of matrix A by using the formula. Then multiply it with matrix B. So the final answer for the inverse of matrix A with matrix B is a matrix that has elements negative 15, 8, negative 10 and 21.
Now use elementary row operations to find the inverse matrix A, 3 by 3 matrix. By using arrow, our left hand side will be identity matrix and the right hand side is the inverse matrix. First, we multiply row 1 by 1 over 2. Next, we add row 2 with row 1 and row 3 minus row 1. After that, we multiply row 2 by 1 over 3 and row 1 minus 2 row 2. Then row 3 minus 2 row 2 and multiply row 3 by negative 6. Next, we minus row 1 with 5 over 6 row 3. Last, we add row 2 with 1 over 6 row 3. Thus, our inverse matrix A is negative 4, negative 4, 5, 1, 1, negative 1, 5, 4 and negative 6.
To summarize everything, it shows that inverse matrix is important in mathematical world. In real life, it can help to encrypt and decrypt message codes, also used in electrical, quantum mechanics and optics. But sometimes they may happen to have no inverse at all, which happen when the matrix is not a square matrix and the determinant is equals to 0. Alright, I think that is all from us. Thank you for watching.